So, our approach in this game to turn over the result and qualify. We know we need 2 goals to get to penalties. We need 3 goals to qualify. Very important is in this match is to keep a clean sheet, because if they do score 1, we need to score 4. We know their coach, in terms of their approach in the home match, 6 shots against us, 2 on target. The 2 shots on target they scored. I'm sure if you say we had that stats and not 18 shots and 7 on target, that was our stats for an away team, but they got the 2-0. We are definitely not going with the approach of getting 2 shots on target and scoring 2. We will have the approach of trying to create as many as possible, and of course we have to be very wary with the counter-attack threat, because they've got good quality players like Salah Mohsin, they've got El Rouge, that is called Ben Yusuf, they've got Dirmoum that is playing in behind, they've got Ahmed Ali, okay, he's not travelling, they've got Makhlouf in the midfield. So very players that are good on the transition, and we know in the last 89th minute that we conceded from a transition. So we have to be very wary in terms of our rest defense, in terms of when we are trying to put pressure on them, when we are trying to create chances to score, that we don't lose concentration and concede a goal on the counter-attack. So our approach is very clear. We need 3 goals to qualify, but we have worked the whole week to say, let us try to score 4, because we know 1 goal conceded will require us to do so.
Questions to Coach Fabro? Yes. Please back in mind.
Thank you so much, Coach. Nazaré Tutete from TBC. My question is, the same mistakes in the several games. I could refer the game of the counter-attack of last minutes, I could say, in Ismailia. Is it the same, the way you concede the goal against Azam FC, against in Africans in Community Shield? I see the same mistake, that when the team is going to attack, the counter-attack is near to be it's near to be the mistake for your team. What is a key role that you are going to play against the teams that you do expect with the same wingers as Mido, as you named Ahmed Ali, as you named Mahmoud, in a counter-attacks are so good? What do you think is going to be so special about that? Thank you.
I think the Azam game is slightly different, because Azam game we scored the 2-1, and now we were holding on to keep the result. So it wasn't really a counter-attack, it was more Faitoto with his brilliance, finding a runner, Zidane in behind, outside to inside movement that caught us, and not really a counter-attack. I think we've been very good in terms of stopping counter-attacks, because in the league we face low blocks every week. In the league, most of the game plans we face is trying to hit us on the counter-attack, and in the league a lot of teams are sometimes looking at us and saying, hey, our centre-backs are not on the halfway line, they're even further up into the opponent's half, and that is very key in terms of how we attack. And how we attack is very important as to how we're going to defend. So everything is interrelated, that if we attack with, let's say for instance, both fullbacks high up, both midfielders pushing on, and now they are leaving 3-4 players in the rest attack, we lose the ball or we cross the ball in and it falls to their players. Suddenly we faced with a 4 versus 2 or 5 versus 2. So that is really important as to when we are making these passes, that we are staying close together, that not both fullbacks are up high and wide at the same time, especially if the ball is shifted to one side. So we can always keep our structures really good, and at the same time, when we create these moments, we can put numbers in the box. Our counter pressing has been one of our strengths. That first 5-6 seconds after losing the ball is clear, but of course this is a team that has big strikers, so they launch that first ball into Salah Mohsin, he lays it off, and then now there's a counter-attack being faced. And also, if you analyze our second goal that we conceded, it was a long ball that they kicked from the goalkeeper. We cleared the ball, and maybe one of our defenders shouldn't have gone, you know, and then that created a situation, probably offside as well, but VAR seemed to fall in the favour of Al Masri on all occasions. So we didn't really get caught on the counter-attack, but it was quite surprising that we were the dominant team, forcing them to play in a low block at home. So a really good performance, a lot of analysis and take out in terms of how we can attack better, how can we stop these counter-attacks, and you know, what approach are they going to come, because if you take I don't think it was their plan to sit in a low block, because they came to press us high. Even if you just talk about 2 of our goal kicks, where they came to press us high with 3 players, and from the goal kick we're able to create 1-against-1 with Mpanzu, and the other 1-against-1 on the left-hand side versus the centre-back. So I don't think it was their plan to sit in a low block, but I think in this match it's definitely a plan to be a little bit deeper and then try to catch us on the counter.
Yes.
Okay, my name is Mindenda from Efata TV. Coach, I'd like to know, as you said, that you're going to try to create as many chances as you can. As you said also, you created almost 18 chances in Egypt with 8 shot on target, I remember. And today you said that you're going to create chances. Do you think there is a need for you to have double strikers, or thinking maybe you're going to start with Dese Mokwala? Because the number for goal contribution in the domestic league is almost equal.
Yeah, the two strikers is definitely a possibility, because they play with 3 defenders, they play with 3 centre-backs, and if we look at the last match where Ateba was a lot of the time isolated with a vertical pass into him, and he had the defender marking him and the 2 other centre-backs that, you know, really closed him down, and he was a little bit isolated. So it's just in relation to which players we want to affect on their last line. If you want to play 2 strikers, maybe they then have a sweeper in behind. If you want to play another 2 players closer to the centre-backs, or you then forcing one of the centre-backs to jump, and then you create the space behind. So 2 strikers is definitely an option, because we saw it in the last match where Ateba was a little bit isolated, and maybe to start with 2 strikers, there is a possibility. To start with Mokwala and Ateba is a possibility. Mashaka is there as well. So I'm not going to tell you now what I'm going to do, but all of these questions, of course, we've been working on. All of these things in relation to, okay, we want to score early. Of course, that is the target. If you don't score early, if it comes to half-time and it's 0-0, or if you go behind, what are the mechanisms we're going to use, and what are the plans? The scenarios already have been trained, have been spoken about, have been worked on. So it's a game that all our players are clear in relation to what is required, and you know, football is not just turning on a light, let's score 2 goals in the first half. I'd love to, and we hope we do, and to score even more in the first half. But there are always those scenarios that what if, are we going to put 3 strikers, are we going to put 4 strikers, are we leaving ourselves vulnerable? How are we going to create chances, in which areas are we targeting? So a lot of detail that has gone in, and a lot of scenario talking and creation, what we've been preparing the players for. Because the referee has a big job tomorrow. Number 1, the referee's job is to make sure that at least the ball in play can be 16 minutes, which is normal on average for a team playing a football match. And of course, Al Masri, we will be on the ascendancy, will create a chance, the second chance, and the goalkeeper will go down. And how long does the referee allow the goalkeeper to go down? How much time does he add in relation to that? They want to break the momentum of our attack. So these are the things also we prepare the player. Don't lose your head, don't become frustrated. Stick to the task, focus on the next action, go into your positions, and let's attack them again. But